a sold-out Suncorp stadium fading into stunned silence as Reece Walsh, the electric fullback who just etched his name into Broncos immortality with a grand final masterclass, stares at his phone in disbelief. A secret email pings through the ether, not from his agent or the NRL, but from shadowy figures in a rebel empire plotting to shatter rugby's fragile peace. Nathan Cleary, the Panther kingpin with 4 rings on his fingers and a legacy that echoes through Penrith streets, feels the same chill, his name scrawled in bold on a hit list that could pay him $10 million a year to betray league for union. This isn't a dream, it's the dawn of Super League 2.0, where 360 isn't just whispering temptations, it's armed with billions from Saudi vaults and Mike Tyndall's steely gaze, ready to raid the NRL's crown jewels. What if the game you bleed for suddenly offers a fortune to walk away? Hold on tight, because the whispers are turning to war cries, and the first shots have your heroes in the crosshairs. Picture Walsh, sweat still drying from that scorching try against the Storm, collapsing onto his couch in Brisbane's humid night. His phone buzzes again, not celebrations from mates, but an encrypted file from a 360 scouts who've been tracking him like a predator in the shadows. Dream target, it labels him, with a contract outline that dwarfs his $4 million NRL deal, $6 million base, plus bonuses for global franchises in Barcelona's new camp or London's electric lights. He's never kicked a rugby ball in union, never felt the Oval's unforgiving bounce, but a 360 dangles the Wallabies jersey he once joked about as a kid. Surprise hits like a late tackle. His agent confesses late-night calls from Tyndall himself, painting visions of code-hopping glory without the grind of 26-week seasons. Meanwhile, across the ranges in Penrith, Cleary's world tilts. 4 premierships, state of origin scars, and now this, a pitch not just for cash, but for legacy. A 360 whispers of captaining a rebel All Blacks hybrid, of tax-free havens where $7 million flows like the Nepean River. But here's the gut punch: global unions, from Rugby Australia to the RFU, slam the door, sign with us, and kiss your test career goodbye. Cleary, who once admitted union dreams, feels the noose tighten. Agents scramble, clubs panic, Broncos brass huddles in emergency sessions, vowing to match offers that could bankrupt the salary cap. Yet, in the dead of night, Walsh texts Cleary, "Mate, they say history repeats. Super League nearly killed us once. Is this the sequel?" The room spins with WOFS, as a 360's web tightens around more than money, its soul's on the line. But wait, who's the next name leaking out, the one that could ignite full-scale defection? Deep in Melbourne's storm-swept alleys, Cameron Munster hears his name echo from the same forbidden list, a moment of surprise that freezes the Storm's talismanic 5/8 midstride. Our 360's $40 million war chest isn't bluffing. It's a calculated blitz, headlining Walsh and Cleary but sniping at the NRL's heart. Munster's silky skills, Xavier Coates' aerial dominance, Ryan Papenhuizen's lightning returns from injury hell. Payne Haas, the Broncos' unbreakable prop, laughs off initial probes until the figure hits. $5 million a year, tax perks in Dubai outposts, enough to build a dynasty back home. Dane Mariner, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Zach Lomax, Jai Gray, they're all marked, a rogues gallery of speed, power, and flair that could flood a 360's franchises with league fire. Storytelling unfolds like a thriller. Tuivasa-Sheck, the code switcher extraordinaire, already nodding yes in hushed meetings, his Warriors exit paving a path for others. V'landys, the ARLC's bulldog chairman, scoffs publicly, calls it a cornflakes box fantasy, but privately, CEOs convene in smoke-filled Sydney rooms, plotting sanctions harsher than a sin bin. Players' unions fire warnings, extreme caution, or risk isolation from the game you love. Cliffhanger tension builds as Haas postpones a summit with a 360 overlords, demanding NRL clearance. Will he flip, dragging Brisbane's pack into chaos? Cleary confides in Ivan Cleary over family dinner, the ethic with unspoken betrayal. Walsh, ever the showman, posts cryptic Instagram fire emojis that send fans into frenzy. The Rebel League's philosophy? Play less, earn more, conquer the world. But at what cost to the tribal roar of NRL nights? Unions unite in a Berlin Wall of bans, 8 nations vowing no Wallabies berets for defectors, no Kangaroos blues. Yet, as dawn breaks over Accor Stadium's empty stands, a fresh whisper slithers through. 2 more NRL guns, unannounced, just landed in a 360 scopes. Their names? Sealed tighter than a grand final vault. The defection dominoes teeter. Who falls first? The boardroom air crackles in Rugby Australia's war room, where executives pore over leaked to 360 blueprints like generals decoding enemy plans. Fresh duo explodes into the fray, unverified but buzzing. Harry Grant, Melbourne's hooker heartbeat, and young gunner Isaiah Katoa from the Dolphins, both eyed for their versatility in Union's ruck wars. Surprise ripples through the league. Grant, the tackling machine who anchored Storm's charge, now tempted by $4 million lures and a shot at Springbok-style scrums. Katoa, the prodigy with Pacifica fire, sees a 360 as a global stage denied by NRL's parochial gates. Compelling threads weave tighter. Imagine Grant schooling rebel forwards in London's fog, Katoa threading passes under New York's skyline lights. But the cliffhanger claws deeper. IRPA, the player's global voice, blasts non-endorsement, urging legal shields against contracts laced with fine print traps. V'landys ramps rhetoric, promising lifetime bans for contract breakers, while Bennett, the immortal coach, demands a salary top-up war chest from NRL profits. $62 million last year, why not funnel it to Lock and Stars? Walsh, wrestling inner demons, recalls his Indigenous roots, the community dreams tied to Red Hill. Cleary, ever the tactician, sketches escape clauses in his mind, weighing Penrith's dynasty against personal empire. Fans flood forums, hearts pounding. Will the Broncos' premiership glow dim if Walsh bolts? Does Penrith's empire crumble sans its prince? A 360's Tyndall, the Lionheart Englishman, drops a video bomb. Funding locked for 3 years, 16 turbocharged rounds clashing with no calendars. Lies, cry the unions, as women's internationals bleed into the void. Storytelling peaks in raw emotion. A young fan in Penrith jerseys weeps at the thought of Cleary in a green-gold oval exile. A Broncos diehard tattoos Walsh's try-line in defiance. Yet, as negotiations simmer to boil, one earth-shaking rumour surfaces. A powerhouse club ready to sue a 360 into oblivion. The rebel storm gathers. Loyalty fractures like thunder. What hidden pact saves the NRL soul? Smash that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Because if a 360 steals our kings, you'll want Aussie NRL updates breaking it first, raw and unfiltered. Don't miss the chaos. Join the fight today.